Think about the last time you saw someone, maybe someone local, just really achieve something they were aiming for.
Hmm.
Like, I don't know, the owner of the coffee shop getting amazing reviews, or maybe a neighbor finishing some big project.
Yeah, yeah.
It just hits different when it's someone you could actually, like, bump into, right? It feels, I don't know, more real, more inspiring somehow.
That's a really great point. And that feeling, that connection you're talking about with people nearby, that's exactly the engine behind what we're going to talk about today.
Okay, so yeah, we're doing a deep dive into something called local celebrity marketing.
Hmm.
This is based on the work of Jim Thomas, a gym business expert, and his white paper. The core idea, basically, is turning gym members into, well, influencers for the gym.
Exactly. Jim Thomas lays out this really convincing case for why gym owners should look inside their own four walls for their best marketing. So our mission today is really to unpack that. Why does it work so well? And, how can gym owners actually do it? How can they use it to build trust, get new members without spending a fortune?
Makes sense. And just so you know what we're working from, we've been looking at excerpts from Jim Thomas's white paper. It's called Local Celebrity Marketing: How to Turn Your Members into Influencers.
That's the one.
So let's start right there, the big question. Why does this idea of using your own members as influencers, why does that actually work?
Well, the core of it is social proof. Jim Thomas talks about this a lot. When we're making decisions, especially if we're a bit unsure, we instinctively look at what other people are doing,
Oh,
particularly people we see as, like us. It's psychology, right? We look for cues from our peers. It makes a decision feel maybe safer, less risky.
yeah, that tracks.
Yeah.
So if you're thinking about joining a gym and you see someone from your town, someone you recognize, getting results there, that means something.
It means a lot. It's completely different from, say, a famous actor endorsing a product.
Right. Your members are relatable. They probably live nearby, have similar struggles, similar schedules.
Exactly. Their success feels achievable. It sparks that thought, hey, if they managed it, maybe I could too.
Hmm.
And the trust factor is huge. You're just
Yeah.
naturally more likely to believe someone you might see at the grocery store compared to a, mega influencer.
And Jim Thomas is pretty clear. This isn't just feel-good stuff. It actually leads to conversions, to new signups.
Absolutely. It just makes sense. Seeing someone relatable succeed makes that goal feel way more possible for you.
Okay, so the why is clear.
Hmm.
How do gym owners actually make this happen? How do they turn this idea into a real strategy?
Well, Jim Thomas gives a very practical step-by-step guide.
Yeah.
And the first step, the really crucial one, is to actively look for those great success stories already happening inside the gym.
And we're not just talking dramatic before and after photos, are we? He emphasizes the stories that have that emotional connection, the relatable stuff.
Precisely. Think bigger than just, weight loss, although that's great too. But maybe it's the single mom who finally carved out time for herself and has more energy.
Yeah, or the retiree who's got their mobility back.
Totally. Or the student who gained confidence. Or a couple who did it together.
Right.
Or someone who recovered from an injury with the gym's help.
Okay.
Those kinds of stories, those narratives, they really hit home for a wider range of people.
That relatable result idea is key, isn't it? It's often about real-life improvements, not some impossible standard.
Got on.
So, okay, you find these stories. What's next in Jim Thomas's plan?
Step 2 is setting up a system, a regular way to highlight these members. He really stresses making this storytelling part of the gym's actual culture.
So not just a one-off thing.
No, definitely not. He suggests things like a member of the week or maybe a regular Transformation Tuesday post, something consistent.
Right.
And then you've got to get those stories out there, amplify them, use all the channels available.
Okay, so things like Instagram Reels, TikTok for short, punchy stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe slightly longer versions for YouTube Shorts. Definitely use your Google business profile. That's huge for local search.
Mm-hmm.
And your email newsletter, too. Keep current members engaged and nurture potential leads.
And he suggests specific questions to ask them, to draw out the good stuff.
Yeah, simple but effective ones, like, what's the biggest change you've seen since joining? Or what would you tell someone who's on the fence about starting?
Nice. Easy questions, powerful answers, hopefully.
Exactly. And obviously, you absolutely need their permission. Written consent, video release, whatever works.
Crucial.
But Jim Thomas also says, make the whole process feel good for the member. Make it a celebration. You want them to feel genuinely appreciated.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so step 3.
Step 3 is about branding. Subtly, but consistently, weaving the gym's identity into these stories.
Ah, okay. So
And
making sure people know where these great things are happening.
precisely. So simple things like encouraging members to wear branded t-shirts or hoodies in their photos.
Right.
Using custom frames for Instagram stories or branded templates for posts. And he loves the idea of a unique hashtag.
Like hashtag #StrongAdXYZGym or something.
Exactly like that. Something unique and trackable. It builds community, helps you see how far the stories are spreading.
Okay, that makes sense. Consistent branding builds trust, makes it more shareable. So step 4.
Step 4 is all about rewarding and recognizing these member influencers, showing your appreciation.
Which seems only fair, right? They're helping market the gym. What kind of rewards does he suggest?
He gives a good range. Could be small things, a nice gift bag, maybe a free month upgrade on their membership, some cool branded gear.
Okay.
Or bigger gestures, letting them bring a friend for free for a week, hosting a special member appreciation night.
Oh, like that?
Yeah. Or even creating a physical wall of fame in the gym, or like a digital slideshow running in the lobby.
That's great. It shows you value them, which probably helps keep members around longer too.
Totally. Jim Thomas connects that recognition directly to retention. Happy members stay, and they talk.
Which leads nicely into step 5, I guess.
Exactly. Step 5 is actively encouraging user-generated content, UGC.
Right.
This is about getting all your members involved, not just the spotlighted ones, in creating content about the gym.
Okay, how do you do that?
Well, simple things can work wonders. Set up a cool selfie station, good lighting, maybe a nice backdrop.
Smart.
Run monthly giveaways, like post a gym pic, tag us, and you could win something.
Easy.
Or a workout of the week video challenge. Get people sharing their efforts, even offering a little digital badge for their social profile or a small discount for sharing can work.
Right. And the benefit is getting that organic reach, isn't it? Content from real members feels more authentic.
Way more authentic. Jim Thomas really hammers that point home. It's trusted content because it's from peers.
Okay, so step 6 moves towards using these stories more directly for sales.
Yeah, exactly. Making sure these amazing testimonials aren't just, sitting on Instagram. You need to actively use them.
How so?
Jim Thomas suggests actually showing testimonials during sales consultations, putting short snippets in emails you send to potential members, using powerful quotes on your website's main pages, even playing that success story reel we talked about on a screen in the lobby.
Okay, like your best customers are helping you sell.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And like we said, prospects trust people like them way more than they trust a traditional sales pitch.
Makes total sense.
Yeah.
Okay, final step. Step 7.
Step 7 is turning these happy, recognized members into actual referral sources, getting them to actively bring new people in.
Like capitalizing on their enthusiasm.
Yep. So practical things like having referral cards or maybe QR codes easily available.
Go.
When you feature someone, specifically ask them if they'd mind leaving a Google review. The timing is perfect.
Good idea.
And setting up a real local hero referral program. Offer cool rewards for bringing in new members, exclusive gear, maybe a free month, shout outs on social media.
Like Jim Thomas calls them, your own street team.
That's the term he uses, yeah. When members feel celebrated, they naturally want to share the positivity and get others involved.
So wrapping up Jim Thomas's main argument here,
Mm.
this whole local celebrity thing, it's really about getting seen by celebrating the real wins of your members.
Mm-hmm.
And when they feel seen and valued, they stick around longer, they refer more people, and they basically become your loudest, most believable advocates.
And that closing thought from his paper really nails it. Stop looking for outside influencers. You've already built them. Now give them the spotlight and watch your gym become the go-to fitness brand in your town.
Wow, yeah, that's powerful. It flips the script on typical influencer marketing.
It really does.
And for anyone listening who's thinking, okay, I want to do this, that white paper has a checklist, right? Like concrete action steps.
Yeah, it's super helpful. Things like find those inspiring stories, design a template to showcase them, set up that selfie spot,
Right.
launch a campaign, figure out your rewards, promote referrals, track the content people create, and weave those testimonials into your sales process. It lays it all out.
Very practical.
And Jim Thomas himself, he actually offers help with this stuff, building out a full plan, templates, tracking, even training staff.
Oh, good to know. How can people find him?
His website is www.fmconsulting.net. Email is jthomas@fmconsulting.net, and the phone number is 214-629-7223.
Great. Okay, so the big takeaway here really feels like for local gyms, maybe your best marketing asset is already right there. inside your community, those authentic stories.
Absolutely. Think about that untapped potential.
Yeah.
Those everyday wins happening all around you.
Right.
Putting a spotlight on that can be a huge engine for growth.
Yeah. And maybe even if you're not running a gym, there's something here, right? This idea of highlighting relatable success. It seems like it could apply elsewhere.
Oh, definitely. Think about it, a local bookstore showcasing reviews from regular customers right on the shelf. Or maybe a community theater highlighting the journey of us amateur actors.
Mm.
The core idea, celebrating real people, relatable achievements, that builds trust and connection almost anywhere. It's a pretty universal principle when you break it down.